stitch up.
Shit! When I lose the small side of games, I'm upset. Because that's the fucking standard. When I don't see a team that wants to play in the Champions League. You want to play in the Champions League? Play to play in the Champions League. And the same to you, and everybody. And everybody that comes on the bench to contribute, to help. We work so hard, so hard to be here, and we give it away. The good thing we have 45 minutes.
Do you think the best team lost this time?
I think so, yeah. Especially for 160 minutes. I'm saying that, and they are saying that because they just told me that.
Who did the PSG bench?
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta. Oh, boss, that game against Bournemouth was crazy. The last-minute goal, we were nuts. Though some people say every time we win a game, we celebrate like we won the league. We don't over-celebrate, do we, boss?
Oh, no. No, Martin Odegaard. I don't think so.
Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN, and we are back. Arsenal 1, Fulham 0, and my God, what a terrible performance. But we got the win. We've already got someone in the chat crying. You're not allowed to call out the way that we're playing football up until we lose a game or we don't win a major honor. So we've got somebody here that doesn't understand why we're upset. 6 years, 3 years of playing this style of football, and we've not been able to get over the line. So let me just tell you right now, Isco, you just made the list. You just made the list, yeah? You just made the list.
You know what? You know what's gonna happen? Oh, you know what's happening to you right now? I know what's gonna happen. No. The words? No, you just made the list. You know? You just made the list. You know what happens when you insult my best friend? You just made the list. What is the biggest ick?
People like wrestling.
You just made the list. What'd you say to me? No, right there. What'd you say to me? You know what? You just made the list. Brace face in row 12 is now on the list. What'd you say to me?
You just made the list, yeah? You just made the list. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Let's get into the game. Let's get into the highlights of the game. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing en route to 20k. And certain people just have to make the list right now because yeah. Don't be crying to me at the end of the season as to why we ain't won a major honor, because you man only want to celebrate and you don't want to talk about certain things that we need to talk about. In the first half, let's start off. Rice, through ball to Gyökeres on the left-hand side, on the wing, and it goes out of play. Once again, yeah, and we're going to get on to Eze today, because Eze today was rubbish. And like I say on this channel, I don't care if you're a favorite of mine. I don't care if I rate you as a baller. If you do not perform, we are going to criticize. If you can't understand criticism, yeah, I don't know what you're going to do in life, because with life comes criticism. So it is what it is. That through ball from Rice into Gyökeres wasn't that great. Once again, only finding Gyökeres when he's on the wings, even in extra time. Gyökeres once again finding the ball on the right wing. Do you know what I mean? Why is he never central? Why is he not central? I don't understand it. How many more times do I need to see Gyökeres on the wing? He's not a winger, he's a striker. Can I ask for Gyökeres, please, to be played the ball centrally, in behind the centre back? Is that okay? Because we need to make the most out of the striker that we've got. Then you got Gabriel making absolute stinkers. His passing today was absolutely atrocious. I was talking about Achapong and Chalobah making mistakes for Chelsea in their game earlier on today. Well, that's what I was seeing from Gabriel. Hospital passes everywhere, getting done. Do you know what I'm saying? Just allowing us to get opened up on that left-hand side. And we was getting opened up on the left-hand side in the first game. That left-hand side was getting opened up. And it was mainly more because of Gabriel, not actually because of Calafiori. We know Calafiori is going to bomb forward. What are you doing? What are you doing? Tô cansado de repetir a mesma porcaria. Gabriel, you need to step up, bro, because you were trash today, alongside Saliba as well, because he was rubbish today as well. He was rubbish today, and we could have conceded, and it was all from our own doing. It was our own doing why we would have conceded. Do you know what I'm saying? Fulham had a had a corner, and they volleyed it. Luckily, Zubamendi's there to block it. Not that he saw it, but he just blocked it with his body. And we was under pressure in that first half. That first half wasn't great. It wasn't great at all. We were poor. And if you look at the opportunities that both teams had, the better opportunities came from Fulham, not from Arsenal. That's the facts. Yeah, I'm saying Gabriel losing the ball again, and then Fulham are through on goal. Do you know what I'm saying? And the shot just goes wide again from Gabriel. And that's somebody that I rate. That's a player that I rate. That's a player that I think is a great centre back. But I'm sorry, when you don't have a good game, we're going to call it out. We're going to call it out. Nunca saber nenhuma merda, ninguém que tá chorado. I don't care. Keep crying. This is what I see with my two eyes. Yeah, the eyes. Look into the fire of the eyes. Yeah, not good enough from Gabriel today. Not good enough. Saliba as well wasn't good enough as well. He was getting caught out as well, doing stupidness as well. I don't know what these men are doing, bro. Come back from international break and just doing stupidness. Yeah, I'm saying long ball to Trossard, pass to Calafiori. He bangs it in, but it's offside. How come we can provide opportunities for Calafiori? And that was a great take and goal. Unfortunately, it was offside. Great take and goal. How are we creating more opportunities for Calafiori in the middle of the park, who is a left back, than the actual striker? And we're going to get onto the striker as well, because I said before this game, just because we got the 3 points doesn't mean every decision was the correct one. Sometimes you get away with it. Chelsea wasn't good enough in the second half. They weren't good enough in the first half. They turn up in the second half and they win the game. But if they continue to do that, then they're gonna drop points. Yeah, I'm saying they're gonna drop points. And if we continue to play like this, it was a crap performance against West Ham. And today it wasn't a great performance. Just because we won 1-0 doesn't mean the overall performance was good enough. It weren't good enough. It really wasn't good enough. And Fulham were the better team in the first half. Fulham were the better team. Let's continue. Yeah, I'm saying Iwobi with a pass that absolutely fries our defense. Fries our defense. Yeah, I'm saying Fulham player straight through on goal. Shot just goes wide. Do you know what I'm saying? Where was Zubamendi? You're right next to him. Every single time I see this Filho da puta and Zubamendi, every time he's always with the ball is always behind him. He's never in front of the ball. Positionally, Zubamendi is trash positionally. I'm just going to say it as I see it. I'm sorry. I've been giving this guy time. People want to get onto Gyökeres. We need to get onto this guy as well. We need to get onto Zubamendi. I don't see the ball recovery is poor. You give away stupid fouls. Positionally, you're getting cooked. You never see your runners. I'm sorry. Zubamendi has been poor. He has been poor. And I know there's a lot of people that watch fan channels after watching. They just go onto one football app and say, oh, what's the score? Oh, it's a great day. Arsenal was amazing. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. The scoreline doesn't reflect everything. And when I watched the game for 90 minutes, that wasn't good enough from Zubamendi. It wasn't good enough for Gabriel. It wasn't good enough from Saliba. In that first half, the player that looked like he wanted to win the game for us was Calafiori by himself. He was getting off a lot of shots. Now I can get onto him for his finishing. I mean, the first one, I mean, it was offside. It is what it is. He's not an attacker. Why, once again, have we got defensive players that are looking better than our attackers? That's not good enough, man. You think that's sustainable? You think that's sustainable playing like that? It ain't good enough. And if anyone thinks that that's good enough, it ain't good enough. Eze losing the ball. Rubbish today. Ramses Sincero. Rubbish today. Uma merda. Uma merda. Today, from Eze, rubbish. Losing the ball. Not bringing in Gyökeres enough into the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Trying to do little flicks. I'm not here for that, bro. I'm not here for that. You're supposed to be an upgrade on Odegaard. And if I get onto Odegaard about it, I'm going to get onto you about it. And when you're not providing opportunities for the striker, you are going to be called out on your performance. Not good enough. Not good enough. How's Calafiori looking more effective than you? You're supposed to be our number 10. You're supposed to be our number 10. Então, nunca ouvi nenhuma desculpas. I will criticize any player and every player that doesn't perform, whether I like you or don't like you. I like Eze. I've been calling for him to play number 10, to start games as a number 10. If you're playing with those kind of performances, then you need to be dropped. I'll still give him a chance because he hasn't had a lot of games playing as a 10 and he's had a couple of good performances. But today, not good enough from Eze today. Not good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Fulham on the wing, on the right wing, almost lobbing our goalkeeper. Every single time they attacked us down the left-hand side, where's Calafiori? Bombing forward, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Who was closing down on the left-hand side? I don't know what we were doing, bro. Gabriel having a stinker. Calafiori too busy attacking. In a sense, I understand it to a degree because we wasn't doing much in that first half, apart from Calafiori going forward. But that's not good enough, bro. That's not good enough. You need to do your defensive work. Listen, I like Calafiori. If the manager wants Calafiori to be bombing down the left-hand side, then just play him as a winger. Play him as a winger. I'd rather you just play him as a winger. Don't waste my time in playing him as a left-back. We've been saying that his attributes are better going forward than they are defensively. I don't think Calafiori had a necessarily trash game. I think he was actually decent. My problem is this guy does not do his main job. And that is why in that on the left-hand side in the first half, we kept all the opportunities going down the left-hand side. Timber, solid as always. Playing really well on that right-hand side. Every single time they tried to go down the right-hand side, getting shut down by Timber. But the left-hand side is always open. Nothing, that ain't changed. That ain't changed. Not good enough, man. Not good enough. And if you think that that's good enough, okay, cool. We got Atleti coming up next. You think Calafiori can just keep bombing down that left-hand side and leave that open with the way that Gabriel is performing right now and giving away the ball, playing out from the back, giving it straight to the opposition? You think we're going to win that game? Oh, don't worry, but we won against Fulham. Don't worry about it. So it's okay. We can go against Atleti and it can be a free hit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm not angry with today's performance. I'm just not impressed. I'm not angry with today's performance. I'm just not impressed with this performance. And that's how it is. Saka with a cross to Calafiori. He volleys it straight over the bar. Saka, another one that played well today. Flipping on, my fan nearly fell. Saka played well today. Saka played well today, had the intent to go forward, a couple of good passes, getting even Zubimendi into a good position in the later stages of the game. And what's Zubimendi doing? Passing it straight to the defender. I'm sorry, man. It's not good enough, bro. It's not good enough. It's gonna be difficult for you to tell me that this was a good performance because it really wasn't. It really wasn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Gyökeres just before the end of the halftime, Gyökeres on the counter, passes it to Timber, and Timber just holds it on the wing and just absolutely deads off the counter attack. Once again, why is it that I keep seeing my striker on the wing or in the flipping 8 row or in the 6 and start in counter attacks? He should be already bombing forward, and we have players like Eze that can ball carry, that can take on players and can get the final ball to Gyökeres. I don't understand how much harder it needs to be. This manager stood there in the press conference before this game saying that he likes the qualities of Gyökeres, then play to his strengths. And we are going to get onto Gyökeres because you had a couple of chances and you didn't take them. And this is why I think it's a balance of the system and Gyökeres. Once again, taking too long to release the ball. Once again, not taking his opportunities. Once again, every time he strikes the ball, he's either too late or it's straight at the goalkeeper. It's one or the other with this guy. Actually, it's either he takes his shot way too late, or he takes a shot straight at the goalkeeper, or it goes flying over the bar. What are we doing? Gyökeres doesn't even work the goalkeeper. Let's just keep it real. The amount of chances that you've got, you should have at least had a goal in the last couple of games. At least had a goal, bro. At least had a goal. If you want opportunities in the box, when they do come, I understand it's limited because of the system. I understand it. When the opportunities come, you need to rebenta that ball, bro, and put it in the back of the net. Instead, you're not doing that. Why? Why are you not doing that? Why are you not doing that? It ain't good enough. And this is why I said before the start of the game, play Moreno up front. He's in form. Play Martinelli up front. He's in form. Play Moreno or play Moreno as striker. Martinelli or Moreno. Do not play Gyökeres. He needs some accountability. Maybe he needs some pressure away from the limelight, something. But the performances, once again, this is why I said he should be benched. He should be benched. Bring him on the 60th minute, 70th minute. He's not performing to the extent for him to get over to be starting over certain other players that are in form, and that is why I said that. But no, he starts again today. Going into the second half, obviously Trossard got his goal. Well done to Trossard, because at the end of the day, he wasn't that great. Trossard really wasn't that great this game. Do you know what I'm saying? Most of these guys weren't that great. I'm just keeping it real. Do you know what I'm saying? As soon as Saka, once again, we've seen this before in previous games. Once again, Saka switches to the left, and all of a sudden he gets through 2 players, and his shot just gets saved. I'm telling you, Saka's more effective on that left-hand side. He's less predictable. He takes on players more. And they're not used to Saka playing on that left wing. Play Saka on the left wing. When I said play Diamond or Ethan on the wing, on the right-hand side, and play Saka on the left, people are, oh, you're going to move Saka, you're going to move Saka. What did I say? He's effective. Even though he played well on the right, he definitely bossed it in the second half. Played really well. Play him on the left. Play him on the left. I thought Saka was very good in the second. I think he had a very good game, Saka. Very good game. Some good passes, some good runs, taking players on. Cool. Let's keep it up. This is the Saka that I like. This is Saka I want to continue seeing. There's a ball that goes into Gyökeres. Gets into the box. In front of goal. And what does Gyökeres do? Strike it straight at the goalkeeper. Straight at the goalkeeper. Now, in that situation, Gyökeres can't talk about opportunities. He can't talk about system. You've got an opportunity to score 1v1 with the goalkeeper. What do? Smash it over the bar, bro. And this is why it's getting to the point where there's only so much I can defend. There's only so much I can say to defend this guy because you need to take your opportunities. We know you don't get a load of opportunities in the system. We already know. We understand that. But you have to take your opportunities, bro. Do you know what I mean? Saka to Gyökeres in the box. Another opportunity Gyökeres had. Saka gives Gyökeres the ball in the box, shot straight at the goalkeeper. What's going on? What's going on? It's not good enough, bro. I want Gyökeres benched against Atleti, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. I just find it ridiculous. And before I get into the comments, all I'm going to say is this. Zubimendi needs some accountability, bro. We need to give Zubimendi needs some accountability, bro. Because the performances ain't been performing. Declan Rice in the second half was a lot better. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot better from Declan Rice. Zubimendi, if he's going to play like this, then I'd rather just bring on another creative midfielder because I'm not seeing the benefits of having Zubimendi on the pitch because he's supposed to be there, supposed to be the new Thomas Partey. I'm not seeing that. I rarely ever saw Thomas Partey out of position. I rarely saw midfielders just gliding past Thomas Partey in that midfield. I rarely saw Thomas Partey not put a foot in and have great ball recovery. He was excellent at that. He could control that midfield by himself. I do not see it from Zubimendi. I really don't. I really don't. And some players need some accountability because we got some big games coming up. And if you want to keep carrying these players, don't complain to me when we drop points as to why did Zubimendi play? Why did Gyökeres play? Why did Trossard play? Why did this play, that play? You want to keep playing players that are not in form. Eze, I'll give him a couple more opportunities because I've given Gyökeres quite a few games to step up. At the moment, we have other players in form. Play the players that are in form. Play the players that are in form. I'm not saying for Gyökeres to be frozen out the team. I'm not saying for Zubimendi to be frozen out the team, but they need less minutes. They need less minutes because their contribution to the team is not good enough. And players should be selected based on performances, not favoritism or names on the back of the jersey. Eze today, that's not it. That's not it, bro. You've had a couple of good games. Yeah, I'm saying even Forrest on the left wing, you got an assist, cool. But if that's how you're trying to hold down your spot, you're giving Arteta all the ammunition to bring back Odegaard when he's available. And this manager will drop you or put you on the left when Odegaard comes back if you continue to drop performances like that. Most likely he's going to drop you anyway. But at least us as the fans, we can defend your performance. I can't defend that performance today. I can't defend that performance today from Eze. I'm expecting more, bro. When you come to the club for big money and you're supposed to be a player that's already played in the league and you've got experience in that, I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. I don't want to hear no excuses about all this and all that. I don't want to hear it. As I said, Calafiori, it's a gift and a curse for Calafiori. It's a gift and a curse for all the good stuff that he did going forward today. Defensively, especially when Gabriel's, pulling a stinker, he just doesn't help the situation. He doesn't help the situation. He doesn't drop back and help Gabriel defending. And like I said, in a way, I kind of understood because we were flat in that first half. None of our attackers were great in the first half. I think Saka stepped it up second half. Even Rice stepped it up second half. Obviously, Trossard got his goal. Gyökeres was poor all game. So I get him going forward. But, bro, if we're relying on a left back to save our attack, we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. We have a way of doing this against the smaller teams. And all of these weaknesses that I'm talking about always get exposed when there's things on the line. Crunch end of the season, quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals, all those situations, that is when you start seeing these deficiencies that I'm talking about. A lot of this fan base only want to talk about deficiencies in the squad when when we lose games or we lose big games or we're out of all the competitions, no way of winning the league. Call it out early. There's things that need to improve in this team. There's things that need to improve in this team. And if you're an Arsenal fan, if you're sitting there criticizing Liverpool, which a lot of Arsenal fans have been, if you're sitting there criticizing Chelsea, which a lot of Arsenal fans have been due to their performance today against Forest, then have the same energy with your team, because it's not sustainable. Don't move the goalpost. Don't try and duck uncomfortable conversations. Certain players are not playing off the level. This system it's reached the ceiling. Will we get top 4 this season? Yeah, most likely. Are we going to win a major honour playing like this? Well, I've got 3 seasons worth of watching this, and I've not seen us do it. The additions, I keep talking about the additions that we've made to this team. They're not playing at maximum potential. Eze is not playing at maximum potential. Neither is Gyökeres. Neither is Zubamendi. Well, however highly or wherever you rate these players, they could be given a lot more. They could be given a lot more. Trossard today, because of the goal, is most likely going to justify this manager continuing to play him. But at this moment in time, I'd just rather use him as a sub. I'd much rather use him as a sub. For me today, Timber, man of the match. Man of the match. You know what I mean? Man of the match. Martinelli came on, did his thing. Norgard, it is what it is. Trying to shut up shop, taking Gyökeres off. It is what it is. Moreno came in. It's not like he's a massive creator anyway. It is what it is with him. We already know what he is. We know what he's not. Do you know what I'm saying? But Max Dowman on the bench, why can't he get some minutes? Everyone keeps saying me monitoring his minutes. When's the guy going to get any amount of decent minutes? Because every single time is justification why Max Dowman can't get any minutes. I don't know why. I don't know why. The only one really creating this game was Saka. I'm not even Calafiori. Calafiori was taking his opportunity. Well, trying to take his opportunities, taking shots. Saka was the more creative player today. Eze wasn't creating anything. Rice, that's not his game. Zubamendi, forget about it. Forget about it. So why not bring on another creative player or a player that helps us open up teams? Saka almost got the penalty. Obviously, VAR ruled it off. You see those kind of decisions right there? That's when the manager looks. You should look and say, yo, we need Max Dowman, because these guys are going to give penalties in the box. One thing Max Dowman's excellent at doing is dribbling into the box and making defenders make decisions. And a lot of times they're fouls, penalties, free kicks outside the box. Utilize that. Why not? Utilize that. Not once did I say the boy needs to be playing 90 minutes every game. Utilize that. That's how Saka almost won a pen. These are the things that I want to see from this manager, but we're not going to see it. We're not going to see it. We're not going to see it. Miles Lewis-Skelly could have come on. As soon as you're seeing that Timber is causing us problems defensively and Gabriel's having a stinker, bring on Lewis-Skelly. He'll shore up the left-hand side. You don't make these decisions against Atleti and big clubs like that, it's going to come back to bite us. It's going to come back to bite us. So everyone can tell me, oh, North, why did you need to bring Skelly on? We won. Calafiori was on. It doesn't matter. Nothing happened. Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. And this is why we will not win a major honor, because we do not make the right decisions at times with this manager. There are decisions that could have been made there and he chooses not to. If you see a defense is wobbly and they're almost giving away penalties, you bring on runners that can dribble, that can take players on, drag them out of position and make them make more decisions, careless decisions. And all of a sudden, you can score more goals. You can get more penalties. But no, Dowman, hold bench. Skelly, hold bench. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like I said, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let me get through some of the comments before I put the link out. You already know to jump on. Make sure you have your camera. Make sure you have your mic. And it is what it is. Yeah, Palace, another game. Palace will be a tough game. If we win that, I will be a little bit more optimistic. We'll see, bro. We will see. Timber's work ethic. Hey, bro, it goes without saying, man. We know what we get out of Timber, bro. True, every should be accountable for their performance today. Facts, bro. Big up, bro. Big up. You know Arsenal fan base, bro. When we win, stop complaining. Stop complaining. It's funny because these guys, they were saying this when we were playing 3DMs, and as soon as we lost to Liverpool, as soon as we lost to Man City, they were complaining. It's only okay to complain when the majority wants to complain. When you call things out, we were calling out this 3DM thing from early. As soon as he started that, we was calling it out. They're allowed to call that out, but we're not allowed to call out poor performances. It's okay. Only call it out when we drop points. That's the only time this fan base want to call things out. It's ridiculous. This is why we never get ahead. Arteta doesn't like Skelly yeah, bro. It is what it is, man. Ethan needs more game time or he'll be off. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Ethan, yeah, Ethan on the bench as well. Exactly, bro. Like not using Ethan at all. Like I do get it, bro. This manager's just scared, bro. He's just scared. Ethan Skelly are falling out of favor under this manager. Yeah, when you're not the favorite anymore. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Moreno's not useless. Just play him as a striker. You know what I'm saying? You can't bench Gyökeres. It will knock his confidence even more. We need to give him more passes and service. Why not? Why not? I've seen top strikers be benched at bigger clubs and they've risen to the occasion. If he can't take the stress of playing for Arsenal, then he can return to Sporting. He can return to Sporting. There's no guaranteed you have to select him every game. Sorry, but you need to raise to the occasion. It's not just about knocking his confidence. What are you going to do? You're not going to say that if you keep playing him and we get kicked out the cups and then we're out of the league title, we're out of the title race, then you're going to say, oh, why did we continue to play him? He's not taking his opportunities. Bro, the way you don't knock his confidence is you don't freeze him out the team. You say to him, listen, we need more from you. This game, you're on the bench, but you can come on in the 70th minute or the 65th minute or whatever the case may be and work your way back into the team. Rice needs to play the 6. There's only so much you can defend after 8 games. We can't bench Gyökeres. Listen, he needs to perform, bro. He needs to perform. You can't get away from it. It is what it is. We got meathead Dumble Gyökeres that only goes for power and a flower boy trying cute stuff in Havertz. Bro, can we just get a regular striker? Bro, just listen, we can't at the moment. There's Moreno that's in good form and there's Martinelli that when you play in the transition can be effective. There we go. You know what I mean? By the way, this won't be sustainable. We can't keep relying on corners. Bro, we can't keep relying on corners. You know what I mean? I know why you started this match reaction early. Let's fucking go, guys. Come on, bro. You already know we outside, bro. We outside today. You know what I mean? Way too much backwards, sideways football and gave the ball away way too many times in the first half. Just not good enough. Not clinical enough. Slowing down the game. There was another... I think in the second half, there was a time where we was playing. It was like volleyball, bro. The ball's all over the place, just bouncing everywhere. What's going on? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I don't like these tactics, bro, but this manager won't change. Arteta is the problem, the way he sets us up and tells them to play. If Arteta wanted a false 9, we should have gotten Hugo Ekitike. Let's talk about Moreno killing every attack every time he had the damn ball. Once again, why is he playing in the midfield? That's what I'm saying, Devante. Why is he playing in the midfield? We know that, bro. It's tiring saying the same things, bro. But, you know, this fan base, every year, same thing. Don't worry. It's great. Just back the boys. It is what it is. Until reality hits, bro. Don't talk about the problems. Let's talk about the good times. I think they must have had a late night and a few beers last night as a team. Wasn't good enough. It wasn't. Yeah, I mean, Trossard was trash, bro. How did a centre-back turn to an attacking left-back and whatever happened to Skelly? I don't get it. Bro. Yes, you're not playing. Yes, we know we're not playing to his strengths. He had about 3 opportunities today to score. 3 opportunities that I expect a striker of Gyökeres' caliber to score, bro. And you're kicking it at the goalkeeper, wide and over the bar. I'm sorry. You have to take your opportunities. You have to. There is no time. Man is saying give it time. Bro, respectfully, yeah? We don't have time. That is my problem, bro. We need to be winning a major honor now. We do not have time. Man are trying to talk about this like, oh, but just give him a bit of time, bro. We don't have time. We have to win a major honor. If you like this manager, anyone that's watching that likes this manager, this is his last season. this is his last season, bro. So everyone can play their favorites or whatever the case may be. They're not performing. We don't win a major honor. This ain't my manager. I'm more than happy for him to go, but I'm also more than happy for him to prove me wrong. But up until he proves me wrong, I ain't changing my tune. I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and he needs to. It's not good enough. Yes, Eze ain't giving you enough service and the system. I get it, but nah, bro, we need more. I don't get excited about Arsenal. It's early. We know what's coming end of the season. Yeah, bro, facts. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm saying penalty robbed, you know. Man saying penalty robbed. Let me put the link up. Oh, sorry. Let me put the link out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Pin. There you go. The link is there for anyone that does want to jump on, have their say. Timber robbed of man of the match. Big up, bro. Big up to everyone locked in, man. Big up to everyone locked in. And man, are comparing Gyökeres to Bergkamp. That's ridiculous, bro. What are you saying, bro?
What it do, man? Big up everybody, man. Well, at least we got 3 points against Fulham. I knew that was going to be a tough game. We've been struggling at Craven Cottage for a good minute. Let's be honest, though. So I'm happy with the 3 points, but it was just a dead game. I'm going to be honest, man. It was a dead game. I wasn't really satisfied with the way we were playing, you know. And I need Arteta to stop. He needs to take the handbrake off this team, because the only teams that we really play good against were teams that Nottingham Forest, Leeds, those are teams that are not good. So, you know, like, of course, against those teams, you're going to perform better. But I feel like against Fulham, you should play better. But nevertheless, I'm still happy with the 3 points. But I'm going to talk about, you know, I'm going to start with one guy because he's been annoying me this whole game when he came on. Mikel Merino. Every time he got the ball, he was killing every attack, bro. Like, I paid attention closely to him. Like, every time he received the ball, he killed every attack. He took the momentum out of every attack. No progressive pass forward, nothing. He turned around and pass it back to the defense. That was crazy to me. That reminded me of, remember in that Nike commercial, right? Where the children in the playground were transforming into their favorite players, where they're screaming the names. And one player like said, Neymar. And instead of doing step overs, he passed it back. That was like that. Like, he was doing that type of stuff, bro. Marino was awful coming off the bench. And I feel sad for Nwaneri, for he doesn't even get any game time. Like, also, I felt weird that Eze got subbed off after 61 minutes, though. He didn't even get like 80 minutes, not 61 minutes. And Marino came on right away. Not even Nwaneri, no, Marino. So it was a dead midfield again. And also what I paid attention to was that everything was coming off the right-hand side. Saka had a good game. I'm not going to lie. Saka had a good game. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sessegnon was getting spun around. Saka had a good game. But we need to switch up the tactics, man. We cannot do this whole right-hand side. So predictable. It is so predictable. We need to fix this left-hand issue. Because Trossard, to me, was not good. Outside of his goal, was not good. And it is so weird to me also as well that Calafiori gets all the freedom to walk wherever he wants to walk. Not Eze, not Saka, not even Trossard. A left back. You expect the left back to create the chances for us? Calafiori, to me, like, he has to master the art of looking busy, because people get fooled. Oh, Calafiori, he was so good. Oh, he was so good. Because he walking around like a wild horse and stuff, man, like a headless chicken over the field, because he gets all the freedom. That doesn't mean that he's doing stuff. You know, the defense will always look good. We barely speak about the defense because they in this system, they always look good. Even though Gabriel started off sloppy with all those passes, he picked it up though. But the defense will always look good in the system. When our midfielders and our attackers gonna start looking good though. Gyökeres, I agree with you. I cannot defend Gyökeres anymore. He needs to step it up or hold bench. They might as well play Merino as a false nine and Havertz when he returns. Because, you know, I get that of course he needs a service. The system also needs to hide his flaws, but you also need to step it up yourself. You have to make sure that you are inevitable as a player. If you cannot, if the system don't help, make sure that every time you receive the ball, you do something with it. He don't do something with it. I cannot defend Gyökeres. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with people saying he needs time. We're in 6 years with this manager. 6 years, and this season has to end up winning some silverware. It has to. It cannot be. yeah, that's for real though. I know.
That's why he keeps looking up.
Yeah. So, like I said, like Gyökeres and Eze as well, because Eze to me also never had a great game. Those two need to make sure that they are inevitable, because as soon as Havertz and Odegaard return, they are not going to see any game time whatsoever, because Havertz and Odegaard are like his pet toys. They're the favorites. So make sure that you are inevitable. But nevertheless, 3 points, I'm happy with that. But the game was dead. And I had that's that. Yeah.
Nah, I hear that. What are you saying, yourself?
I can't lie. I barely watched the game, bro. I was. What was it called? I was watching the F1 sprint with Sunshine. Do you know what I'm saying? We had the game on, but we didn't see anything. We just some bare players just falling. Do you know what I mean? Like just wasting time. And then after that, I watched the rest of the Arsenal game with Lewis, innit? He was doing 8 hours. He was still alive from the Chelsea game, bro.
Okay, no.
He did like 8.5 hours. But yeah, bro, listen, it's just if Fulham was better, then he could have conceded. I don't know how you score one goal and then basically don't really try to score any other goal. Fair enough, some players had chances, innit? But the Gyökeres one hit Lewis's mic at some point and his mic bugged out. You know what I'm saying? The one at the end. So when he skied it from the left, bro, I swear down. So even the funniest thing that happened here is when Eze got hooked. Yeah, Lee's tweet was so funny. Man said it didn't all work out. Stinker and hooked. But we were even saying it. I thought maybe he would take off Gyökeres and bring on Marino and keep Eze. I know Eze wasn't that good, yeah, but sometimes you get maybe if you had someone who he can play towards.
He could have played Ethan there.
Yeah, even brought on Ethan instead. Like, they had to bring on Marino after what he done the international break, and it's a given. We all knew that. You get what I'm saying? So, other than that, bro, let's be honest here. There's not really any point to sit like. There's nothing that really happened in the game, yeah, for us to be like, this is what happened. You get what I'm saying? It's just literally just. Even Ozzy came to watch F1. He said the game's boring. Like, so, like, bro, it's crazy. Like, I'm not saying it because my team is good or something. You know that we basically only played 45 minutes because North watched the game, innit? So we only played 45 minutes. We didn't play 90 minutes of football. We only played 45.
Yeah.
But you still need to find ways that you still have good enough players on the pitch to play.
Well,
bro.
hold on. Sorry
Look
to
at Declan Rice, bro.
Didn't this fan base say
getting
Liverpool not
cooked for
convincing?
mentioning Declan Rice?
Didn't this fan base say Liverpool not convincing? Is this performance convincing? Because Arsenal fans don't know that this is the conversation they don't like to have, innit? When it's other teams, Chelsea, not convincing. Liverpool, not convincing. Man City, nah, we're not convincing. Not convincing. Is this convincing? Oh, well, we got the points. But when Liverpool were getting the points and not playing great, they're not looking convincing. So which one is it then? Is it a performance? Is it the points? Is it what? Because these men don't have this energy when it's the rivals, yeah? Looking convincing, They ain't looking convincing. You guys just defended. You guys didn't attack. The team ain't looking fluid. But no matter how we play with Arsenal fans, yeah? No matter how we play, don't moan, don't complain. Do you know what I'm saying? But these men would complain when we was playing 3DMs, though. The whole fan, they were asking him in press conferences. We did it. You man were there. The press conference, wow, why are you playing 3D? Why would these men moaning? You know what I mean? It's very selective with this fan base. That's why, yeah, as a whole, not all everyone, big up to everyone that's locked in, but not everyone in this fan base. The majority, yeah, when I hear them waffling, I just ignore it, bro. I'm like, you man will be complaining about what we're complaining about in March. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's when you man will start complaining.
When it's trendy to do so.
Yeah, bro. All this favoritism. You have to stick with Gyökeres. What about his confidence? Bro, if you ain't got the mentality to be at a big club, fuck off back to a small club, bro.
No.
It's not about confidence.
I'll tell you this, though, yeah? The things that we highlighted about Gyökeres when we said that in the summer, like when we found that you were linked to him, the only benefit at the time was that Gyökeres was he was supposed to be a better striker, and as in the goal scorer than Sesko. Yeah? Like obviously everyone didn't want him because Sesko was too raw, whatever, yeah? all the things that some of us highlighted in terms of what he can do on the pitch and how it would help Arsenal, the main thing we always said here was that you lot had to change the way you play, innit? If you don't do that and get to play in a way that gets the most out of him, don't expect him to do anything. We said that. Do you get it? But then he is now getting, which is obviously in recent time, he's now getting some opportunities, yeah, but not scoring, innit? Like the one I was talking about, the one earlier during the game and that. So it's not like he's getting no opportunities. People are now, you know what they do now? They count on how many touches he has a game to say he had a better game. So the first half, they told me he had 5 touches in the first half. And I'm like,
That
what does
is
it matter
bad.
though? Do you get it? This is the thing. So the thing about the thing that why I get why Northside and that is also getting onto Gyökeres is because at some point you lot were saying that you needed a goal scorer, striker, to finish off whatever you needed up front. And you signed Gyökeres for his goals, innit? The season before he scored 93 goals, 94, whatever it is that people keep rounding it up to 100 sometimes, whatever, yeah? So where are the goals though? We get it. Isak is 150 million, whatever. He gets the pressure for that, yeah? The other strikers, they all have their own reasons why people get onto them. But like your striker, where are the goals, bro? You don't go from scoring 90 and then now you're not scoring. Nah, because he's now looking like what he's giving me Hoyland vibes, bro.
Okay,
It's Hoyland
that's
vibes,
dark.
bro.
No, that is dark.
He just runs. He just has sharper runs. Them ones, you know what I'm saying? Just sharper runs. Yeah, he's just fighting. If you don't come, bro, every time he's just fighting. He's fighting someone. The ball's going away from him. Too much daylight between his feet and the ball when he's dribbling, blood. Do you get me? You can see the daylight, bro. Like I'm telling you, he has to improve. You know what I'm saying? He has to improve. That's why I was saying he looks like you got Phil Jones running up front, bro. You don't look like you have a striker, fam. So you have to either change it or fix it, or it might have to be Marino up front, fam. If this guy doesn't sort himself out.
I told man to play Marino up front. I told man. But listen, I get the point that look, like he hasn't been set up to win at Arsenal. We've been not adjusting the play style. We've not kept with the same midfield that actually grows some chemistry. And I get it. He's been frustrated. He's made a lot of great runs and not received the ball. Today, he's receiving the ball. He's on the right wing at extra time. Extra time, you know. I know we're winning, but fucking hell, it's 1-0, bro. He's
extra time, he got hooked. Yeah, he got hooked in extra time when he can get a goal, you know.
Bro, and then he's on the left, receiving the ball on the left, bro. Then we had a counter attack. He's there. He plays it to Timber. Then he's running. Timber's there. He's got his back to him, bro. Timber's got his back to him. It's like, bro, like as much as this is why, yeah, it's not solely one thing, and that's the thing. Like people try to make it seem like I'm just getting onto solely Gyökeres. It's a mixture. It's the system. It's the players that are not adapting to him, but it's also he could have at least scored a goal today. At least scored a goal. There was another one, where the ball came over the top. He barged the defender out the way. Yeah, 1v1 with the goalkeeper, smashed it straight over the bar. Come on, bro. Whose fault is that? That there is not a system thing. That's your chance to take.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like people want to say, oh, yeah, but it's confidence. Yeah, bro. Yeah, maybe he's not the most confident at the moment. And I understand that, bro. But you're paid to do a job. And at the moment, there's other players that are doing the job. And maybe you need to be held accountable a little bit because we've been playing you, bro. Didn't he play against flipping Olympiacos? That was a game for him to get the confidence. If I'm going to defend Arteta for a minute, when he played you and started you against Olympiacos, that was a game for you to get goals. What did you do? Don't take none of your opportunities. Yeah, you ain't got an abundance of opportunities. That's a game right there for you to stat pad. You didn't stat pad. So what are we doing then? So we put you against inferior opposition, you don't score. We put you up in the Prem, you don't score. Like, do you get me? Like, you also need to score your goals, bro. Do you know what I mean? You need to score your goals as well with the opportunities that you have. I'm not saying he has to score every opportunity because that's crazy. Every striker misses opportunities. But out of 3 situations today that you could have scored, I know Moreno would have scored one of them. So if I can see next man on the bench that would have scored one of them, you got a whole bench for that, bro. You got a whole bench for that. I'm just keeping it real.
That's how you
I
create
hear
competition.
it. You know what I'm saying? I hear it because even, bro, I'm even with the Kekaleto, whoever's in the chat here, I'm saying if playing to your strengths involves being played into space, then are you really that good, bro? Like that's true. You can't always rely on having space, bro. That's the
Fair
problem.
enough.
That's the problem. You can't always rely because what he does, Gyökeres, he makes those runs, innit? To go out wide and then try to cut in. But if you don't have that amount of space to cut in and you're like freedom being behind the what's it called? Behind the opposition's defense, then
Because like let's keep it real though. Like in the Premier League, you don't get those spaces. Like especially the way Fulham set up, right? They were definitely setting up like a low block. You have to find a way to create that space. I know Gyökeres is not that type of striker to create that space because his technique is not that great enough. But I feel like the way that Arteta also sets it up is like this team also doesn't create enough for him to get in some sort of space, for him to get comfortable on the ball and score a goal. It goes both ways though. Like Gyökeres needs to bury those chances because there were chances in this game that I felt like he could have finished it. Like the last one that he had, that he shot it right through, like right at Leno, and then Martinelli came for the rebound.
The Saka one.
Like that
The
was
Saka
when he
one
should have buried it.
through. He nutmegged it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is? Gyökeres, and call me crazy if you want, but Gyökeres was a PR signing because everyone said at the end of last season that we needed a striker. But you brought in a striker that doesn't suit the way you want to play, even if the way you want to play doesn't get us over the line. But if you're going to bring in someone, it has to be for the good of the team, right? More often than not. He wasn't the football that gets the best out of Gyökeres couldn't be further from the way that Arteta plays. And the goals that Gyökeres has scored has been in spite of that. So you got 2 at home to a promoted team, and then today Andrew got sacked because if you couldn't score at home to Andrew, then we need to have some real conversations. That's just what it is.
I don't really mind though that. I'll be real with you, bro. I don't mind bringing in players that don't fit the system if I can see where they're going to be utilized and how they're going to be utilized. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can have different types of players because we've been complaining. Let's keep it 100 right now. We've been complaining that we have the very samey kind of players in it. And then that limits you as a manager as to what you can do off the bench when all the players offer the same when your system's nullified. So I don't really mind having different types of players, but you need to know when to utilize them and how to utilize them. My gripe with Arteta is you've got a false nine. Well, yeah, a kind of false nine kind of striker in Havertz kind of player. You've got that as well with Jesus. You've got Moreno that's more a fox in the box. Then you've got Gyökeres that's more a fox in the box. But it's like you don't know how to utilize the fox in the box that you brought in to be your striker. You don't know how to utilize it. So I don't mind having a number 9, a false 9, and having a just fox in the box, give him a chance, boom, that's it. But you're not utilizing, you're still trying to play the way you play with a 9, with a striker that wants to hit on the counter and get in behind defenders. That's my problem. I don't really want a whole squad of like-for-like players in terms of their play style, necessarily. Because I feel do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, you don't know how to utilize Ethan. You don't know how to utilize Dalman. You don't know how to get the most out of certain players that shouldn't be starting, like Trossard. And the goal today doesn't save him from his performance because he was trash. You know what I'm saying? And then when you run into things that work, when you run into things that work, like Saka on the left, you don't want to do it. You want to consistently play him on the right. When he was on the left, he took on 2 players and got an opportunity, bro. All of a sudden, he doesn't need to link up with the number 10. Saka's shown when he plays on the left, you don't need the number 10 to get into the game. He's way more direct on the left. I don't know why, but he's way more direct on the left than he is on the right. He had a good game.
The game is easy for him on the left. Like he doesn't have to do like a lot of thinking when he's on the left-hand side. It makes it easier for him to do like the basics. That's why.
Yeah, you know what? 1 second, Devontae. You know what? I agree with you and what Northside said. We said the same thing today about Neto. When Neto moved to the left-hand side, he's left-footed. So when you're left-footed playing on the right, you always want to cut in or you want to stop, go on your left foot. When you're on the left, when you get down the wing, the first thing you see is you might cross it because you're on your stronger foot. Do you get it? And I think we've kind of seen that with Saka a bit as well today. So it's one of those things that we think of things, but the managers don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like the simple things the managers don't think about. It's just crazy.
No.
And speaking of the man
as well. Sorry, AJ, I'll let you go. I just wanted to say this before I forget. And that midfield as well, yeah. And that midfield as well, because this pissed me off as well, yeah. That midfield, yeah. Zubomendi needs to get dropped. And don't talk to me about his confidence, bro. That guy needs to get dropped, bro. We need a midfield. I know Odegaard's out now. We need a midfield with Ethan or you play Lewis Skelly as the 8. We need somebody with a bit more creativity, bro, because it ain't working, bro. Like whether we have Odegaard starting or we have flipping Eze starting, bro. I don't like that midfield, bro. I don't like that midfield. It's too static.
It is.
It's too static for me. Go on, AJ. It's too static.
Yeah. Yes, yes, I was touching on what the manager was struggling with, and there's something that people don't really like to talk about. Arteta is not good at getting the best out of attacking players on a consistent basis. Let's look at the attacking players he signed: Willian, Jesus, Trossard, 29, Gyökeres, Eze. Some of them, Gyökeres and Eze, he didn't want, and for the ones that he wanted, he's not been able to get the best out of them consistently. So that says way more about him than it does about these players, even if they were players that I didn't really want. And yeah, I agree that Zubomendi should get dropped, but knowing Arteta, if he does drop Zubomendi, it means playing Rice as the lone 6. And I've seen Rice as the lone 6 before at Arsenal. Yeah, I don't ever want to see that again.
I want my apologies for Rice, bro.
I've been saying that I don't rate him, man. I've been calling him the Greg Scarf-Barry. That's just
I
him.
wasn't talking to you lot, man. I was talking to the chat. Don't worry, man. I'm joking. But you know what it is? We done that today, you know? We just looked at Rice. And there's certain times man's just falling over the ball. Or he breaks down the attacks. Like, he doesn't start the attacks. He breaks them down. Instead of, like, he was getting into a couple, like, little counters or transitions. And he's just, bro, he stops the ball, goes back. The only time he passes quick is when he's going back. When he's going forward, it's like he has to ask for permission.
But he's buffering.
It's like he got a radio and he has to ask the manager for permission, and then he can pass. Like, bro, just pass the ball, bro. People keep saying he can play as a 6. He cannot play as a lone 6.
No, he needs to play double 6.
He can't. He can't play as a lone 6. He has to play in a double pivot. That's the only way you play him. You have to play him in a double pivot. Forget the 8. You have to play as a double pivot. Man just want to be sucking off Rice like he's not second best midfield in the league. Oh, Bailey, man. Oh, my days.
Man, we're at second best. Is that what you're going to defend? Piss off.
Bailey? Right, listen, I don't know what one win does to you, but it is what it is. It's all right.
It's all right. More no for him, though.
You can't. Trust me, you can't. You know, so we've seen it. Every time I've seen Rice play well, it's when you have someone next to him, bro.
Jorginho, Partey, you're right.
Even Thingy was next to him. What's his name?
Suche.
Kobe Mainu in the Euros on that, fam.
Yeah.
You just need someone to hold his hand, and then he's calm. Otherwise, man are calling him drink water, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Declan Rice, yeah, he's got me as a Somali not liking Rice. You know how dark that is?
That's crazy, bro.
I'm not wrong, though.
Just because you can't have rice without banana doesn't mean you can't like rice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
I guess he might as well pack up his boots then. If AJ don't rate him, he might as well pack up his boots.
Bro, please, man.
You don't rate him. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I've been not rating him, man. Bro, he's literally an expensive Calvin Phillips.
Bro, my thing with him, I just feel like he's limited. For me, there's a lot of Arsenal players that I'm cool with. I just don't like the way they're spoken about online. That's really it. I don't really have a big problem with Rice. I know his limitations. I know his strengths in it. I think he was a lot better in the second half. But at the same time, when they started to put them in certain conversations, that's when I have a problem in it. But all in all, this midfield, bro, for me, I just felt like we just need a more creative number 8, bro. We keep going with these limited number 8s that can't really provide anything, and maybe it's a bit of a catch-22 now because he got rid of Partey. He could have played Partey as a lone 6. The problem is he's now got 2 players, Zubomendi and Rice, that both of them I don't trust them playing as a lone 6 at the moment. So as much as I want more creativity, but at the end of the day, I just want to play attacking football, bro. This defensive football is going to catch up to us anyway. Like, I don't see us the way we're playing. The poor performance against West Ham, then again today, I'm like, yo, this ain't looking good, bro. This ain't looking good. I'm sorry, I'm not convinced. Ledge, bro.
Hey, North. Just before I dip, yeah. Not what you said. Rice was better in the second half. We struggled a lot more in the second half. It was a struggle. It was a fight. Like the guy's a fighter, not a footballer. You can get away with that in certain games, but what happened against PSG? You got smoked. What happened in the run in the season before? You got smoked. Even in the Conference League final, Amrabat was moving to him. Every time it matters, he gets cooked. In the Euros final, Rodri played one half of football and dealt with him. And my man weren't even fit. So if half fit Rodri can deal with you, I'm not trying to see him near Caicedo conversations. That's what I mean.
It was a struggle, like you putting on your sister's onesie.
Hey, big up the panel, though.
And that was completely. That was just that was an unanswered video, man.
Look, guys,
Baylor, what you saying? You excited? Yeah, you excited?
Excited.
Yeah, man. Look, Josh was there, bro. Josh was there. The stadium was like this, bro.
Bro,
you
shaking hands with Bertha.
I couldn't care less about Josh. I couldn't care less about Josh.
LA in that. You know what I'm saying? LA Rams in that. You know what I'm saying? Gang signs and shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, ban the Cronkies, by the way.
Bro, literally, Cronky out. You know, man screaming Cronky out. I've been Cronky out from day one. Yeah? I've told you, man, the problem of the Cronkies. Yeah? Now, I was watching the stream. I'm always locked in. I'm always listening to man talk was online. But sometimes you just have to jump in. And I had to today. I'm sorry. The Declan Rice slander is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not gonna sit here and take it lightly because there's no way you man are telling man bro, I'm sorry, bro. In the middle, at the bottom. I don't know what you said. I don't know your name. You said something about 100 mil. What do you call him? 100 mil what?
I called him the greatest guy of Barry and I stand on that.
All right, cool. So what's Caicedo then? What's Enzo? What's Camavinga that he lost last season?
Listen, they're trophy winners, bro. They're trophy winners. Listen, you're not gonna do the fucking thing.
Okay. Hold on. Yes, sir. You said trophy winners.
Yeah,
you're right, and you're right. But what did Rice do for West Ham? Did he not bring them their only trophy?
Oh, trophy winners.
Hold on. Trophy winners. What did he do? Did he lead them to a trophy or not? Is that a fact or not?
He led them to the trophy. Who was the captain in the final, bro?
Who was the captain? Who was the captain for years?
in the final as the captain.
Oh, come on, man.
No, okay.
Come on. This is ridiculous. No one cares about being fried. What do you care about? You care about winning a trophy. Man's not sitting here saying, oh, he got fried. He won a trophy. That's the point, right? You said trophy winners. Now my man's telling me he got fried.
Okay.
Makes no sense,
let's put
bro.
the semantics to the side, innit? Let me be honest, yeah?
Go on.
For me, if Rice was better than Caicedo, Rodri, and them, man, I'm one of them fans, yeah. I don't care, innit? I'll tell you. If Timber was better than Reece James, like me, I'm not on this whole, like, what's it called? The little bias thing. I don't care about the bias thing. There's a time to be honest, and then if I want to do the prop, I can do the prop, innit? It's not that deep to me. I'm Dutch, but I like Timber, but I don't think it's better than Reece James. And I can give you, let's say, reasons why. Does that make sense? But
yeah.
I can relate to both the players. Does that make I have a bias to both players? If that's what you think. But the Declan Rice thing, he was linked to my club years ago, and I said the same thing. I'm watching him now. He's playing differently to how he played at West Ham. He's not being played the similar way. The way West Ham played is not the way Arsenal can play because of where West Ham is and where you are. Does that make sense? They used to hit counter attacks and man are running half pitches and that. It suits Rice.
Can I counter you on that argument? Declan Rice leveled up from West Ham to Arsenal. That's a fact.
And his football ability stayed West Ham level. That's the problem.
It's a bro. Check the output. Check everything, bro. All the stats.
Yeah, but who cares about the output of a DM? I don't care.
I let you talk. I'm arguing your point. Yeah. Look. he smashes every record that he had at West Ham while he's been at Arsenal, and it's only been less than how many years? So,
What record? What record? What are you talking about?
Bro, just check his output. Literally,
Just say
go and
GA.
check the
Just say
output.
GA. Say GA. We're talking
Bro,
about GA for a DM.
What more are you? What metric are you gauging him on? Is it
Oh,
not GA?
my-
Everyone's
No,
GA.
it's not GA,
Everyone's
bro.
GA.
It's not GA.
Before-
How does he
let me
progress the
say
ball?
something.
How good is he
Oh, boy.
defensively? Like that's what I'm talking about. I don't care about like man scoring like goals as a DM. Like I'm looking at that as a bonus, bro.
All right.
You're supposed to have Eze, Odegaard, them man that probably try to score you goals, and my man that whatever Lukaku, whatever you want to call him up front. That's the guys you need to care about when it comes to GA. Not Declan Rice. He should be a bonus.
I'm so confused. If your midfielder gives you more from midfield, why is it a bad thing?
But he's not giving you the important things. He's giving.
What's not important? What is literally not important? We don't get beat, bro. My man's in the midfield and he's holding it down. He doesn't get moved to in midfield. Like it doesn't happen.
Are you sure?
Bro, I'm sure. I'm sure. You can, bro.
Well, do you remember Anfield at the end of August? Gravenberch cooked him.
Yeah.
I want Rice. Listen, I want Rice to be as good as what you're saying. Because I'm an Arsenal fan at the end of the day. I want the players that Arsenal fans hype up to be as good as they're talking about. Because I don't want to be right and Arsenal fail. I want to be proven wrong and see them win. That's all the Arsenal fans that are critical at the end of the day. Whether it's me, North, Devante, Lee, Macy, whoever. We want to be wrong and we want to see our team do well. But when we see the same things over and over again, and whenever we're proven right, like we probably will be at the end of the season, the conversations, they don't want to have them.
Okay.
And listen, I hope you're there at the end.
Tell me the last time Gravenberch was nominated for the Ballon d'Or.
What? Over now.
This way is at the next thing.
Let me have my.
You used one game. You used one game to tell me that Gravenberch is better than Rice. I'm using a whole season as a nomination. Look, you don't get recognized on the Ballon d'Or list if you haven't been a good talent. It's a fact.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't understand what's going on here.
All right, Bailage, quickly, yeah. Gravenberch is not someone. He's not a 6.
He's an 8.
He's an 8 that's been playing for a 6. Wait.
The
He's
argument
an
of
8 playing in the
Gravenberch
6.
Smoking Declan Rice is irrelevant.
Okay. No, but he's an 8 playing in the 6, and he's managed to help his team win the league. They still need a DM. Do you get the levels? He was important in them winning the league. Like we're not talking about man's coming in and he suited this, like he came in and it kind of went working like the Declan Rice. He was one of the missing pieces in midfield. Like you upgraded in that area when he came in. I hear that. But bro, like if you're talking about his game and what he's doing well and what he's not doing well, we put the GA to the side. You can't really tell me what he's doing well and what he's not. He's taking good corners. That's all you can say to me, bro. The corners are going exactly where he's predicting, fam. That's all you can say. And that's not even taking a mick. I can tell you, Caicedo can play, He's good going forward. He defends really well. He's good under pressure. Your boy can't take the ball on the half turn.
Bro, this
If
half
you're going to be honest, can anyone in the panel tell me if I'm lying? If I'm lying, let me know if I'm being biased.
I cannot do that.
Every time I see him on the half turn, he just keeps spinning and the ball's gone. And he gets tackled, fam.
Yeah.
Bro, you name 2 things out of the 3 that Declan Rice can do, right? Everyone's hell-bent on this half-turn thing. Half turn.
But man, I'm saying he can play the 6. He can't play the 6. He can't have
Why can he not play the 6? What did he do at West Ham? And what did he do to Arsenal first season?
Let me have my say.
Wait, West Ham plays double pivot.
Let me have my say.
Wait, let Macy talk.
Let me have my say. Let me talk.
I'll be a few minutes.
Hold on, Nature. One at a time. I don't want to meet anyone. Yeah, go on, Macy. Make sure it's relevant to the topic. Go on, Macy.
Yeah, let me say something. Today, good win, but we were terrible today. First half, we were not even testing Fulham for once. Apart from that one chance that I think it was Gyökeres who had one chance, but today he was terrible. I just don't know what has happened to him. And I think the reason why Gyökeres is in this predicament is because I think Arteta came out in one of his press conferences and he said that he likes Gyökeres as his main striker, but he said that he is willing to give him the service, and if he doesn't get any service, then he's willing to sell him off. Like, every time Arteta's press conferences, like whenever he speaks something that doesn't make sense, this is what you get. And today, Gyökeres, for me, like, after everything Arteta said in his press conference, this is what happened to Gyökeres today. And all in all, I mean, I'm happy we beat Fulham because first time we beat them at Craven Cottage, but we were lucky not to let Fulham test us because they haven't had one shot on target. And the only time we did threaten to test, like the only time they nearly threatened to score against us was the fact that we kept passing the ball around the back too many times. And that's what's worrying, because every time we do that, we allow the opposition to like have the advantage over us. But I'm happy we beat Fulham, but it is what it is. It's just not going to lead us to no trophy. And the Atletico game is the decider, because for me, they're not like Fulham, and we know that. But we know Atletico are more indestructible, because look at their squad and look at our squad. And if we play the same way that we played today against Fulham, then Atletico will smoke us apart. Because if you really think that surviving at Fulham was bad, then surviving against Atletico would be even more worse, because they will absolutely pulverize us one by one. Because look at the amount of times like Fulham nearly were able to create something, but the defense like held their ground. Saliba and Gabriel, and Calafiori today, he was a bit poor, but he nearly scored that cracking goal in the first half, and it was ruled out for offside. But Calafiori is still not good at left back. And Eze today, I like Eze, but he was horrible today. Like, I don't know what happened to him. Like, the amount of times he kept giving the ball away, and the amount of time. And there was one time when Fulham were trying to launch a counter-attack, he was jogging. Like, he stopped running for some.
He always does that, man.
I know.
He always does that. It's so annoying. Yeah, I mean, he always does that. But he's a Zinchenko regen. We had this problem with Zinchenko. You know what I'm saying? And they told us that he's pivotal to the way that we control the game. It's a gift and a curse. Zinchenko, very good going forward. Calafiori, very good going forward. Defensively, jogging back, not hitting back. When he was seeing that Gabriel was having a hard time, he ain't tracking back. He's like, I'm still going forward. And obviously, this is instruction from the manager. But when you see them in 1v1 defensive situations, they're shaky, bro. They're shaky. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of them ones where it's just like, I'm sick and tired of it. Bailey, would you make a little bit away from the Declan Rice talk? Yeah. What'd you make of today's performance, bro?
I'm not gonna lie to you. In my personal opinion, that was a professional performance. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything wrong with that. Bro, I'm telling you, man, facts. I didn't see anything wrong with that performance. Look, we went away to Fulham, right? A place that we've struggled over the last 2 years. We struggled at Fulham, which is a joke as far as I'm concerned. There's no way Arsenal should be struggling over at Fulham. A bunch of Arsenal rejects are chilling at Fulham. Leno, Emil, Iwobi, who else you want to put in there? You know what I'm saying? Everyone's chilling over there. So, literally, as far as I'm concerned, what we should be doing to Fulham is exactly what we did today to them. Nullify them. They did absolutely nothing. I heard what Macy was saying in regards to them looking a bit threatening. But, bro, they had 5 shots. 0. I mean, they had...
That's only because they couldn't hit on target, because they had about 3-4 opportunities in the first half, bro. So let's not do this.
Yeah? Okay, hold on.
We didn't nullify them on the left-hand side. We got exploited on the left-hand side, and they're finishing as shit. There's a big difference in that, bro. Let's be honest about it. Okay. North, I hear your point in that, but I'm sorry. I didn't feel like they were going to score. When you're watching the game, you're sitting there, you're thinking, oh, this team looks threatening. Oh, we should be doing better.
At no point did I feel like, oh my days, it looks like Fulham are literally gonna smash us. We look like we're gonna lose this game. I didn't feel that, not once. We were in total control of that game, in my personal opinion. We didn't look threatening. Although we were passing the ball around back and forth throughout the back, we didn't look threatening, which was annoying. Now, I'm not going to be like, oh, we look like we're the best attacking team. No, that wasn't the best attacking performance at all. We should be doing a lot better than that. But if I'm being for real, I'm watching a Fulham team that did absolutely nothing. Bro, these men weren't shook. The only time that they were shook, or I was shook, was when that cross looked like it was going into the goal.
Bro, at the start of the game, Bailage, bro. Listen. At the start of the game, yeah, we allowed them on the left-hand side. Every time they were attacking us through Calafiori's side, they had all the space in the world. Gabriel was giving them opportunities. We were allowing them to do that because we were trying to play like a high line, and our passing out from the back was horrendous. We were not winning our duels. Then Calafiori's bombing up forward. Yeah, this goes down to our system. We weren't nullifying them. They weren't taking their chances. Jimenez had a shot early in the game. Then we had Iwobi playing one of their players. I think it was Wilson. Straight through, one pass, straight through our defense on our left-hand side, and they had a shot, and it went wide. We didn't nullify them today, bro. We did not nullify them. Second half, yes.
So you feel like it was a poor performance from
second half, yeah, they weren't that great, yeah. In the first half, they had about 3 opportunities. If they had a proper striker, the reason you weren't threatened wasn't because they didn't have opportunities, because they had the Iwobi opportunity, they had the Wilson opportunity, the Jimenez opportunity. They didn't take their opportunities. My problem is this, yeah. That is not nullifying the opposition. We nullified Liverpool, innit? Liverpool didn't say
the same thing about Gyökeres.
Hold on. Let me explain my point. When we nullified Liverpool, yeah, Liverpool, we did at the cost of us going forward, yeah. But I don't remember no big chances from them, yeah. Whether you take your chances or not, those were opportunities in the box that they 1v1 with the goalkeeper and they smacked it wide. Fulham, yeah. Liverpool didn't do that. That's the difference in nullifying a team. We did not nullify Fulham. We allowed them in, but they weren't clinical. Second half, yes. Then we did nullify them. They didn't really do anything in the second half. But those opportunities, the reason that we're criticizing is because those opportunities given to Atleti, you're at least conceding one. And the problem is that he continues to play Calafiori that is the same kind of player as Zinchenko. And that player is a liability. There was also another chance, yeah? There was also another chance that they smacked over the bar. I can't remember which player it was. They smacked it straight over the bar. Our defending in the first half wasn't great. Our defending in the second half was a lot better, which is why then they started trying to go down Timber's side, and they had no luck. We didn't concede anything through Timber's side, but through the left-hand side, we have been able to get got at. Especially,
right.
That's why the manager started playing 3DMs, bro. You know why he's playing 3DMs? Because he knows that Calafiori is a liability. As soon as he hasn't got that protection of an extra defensive midfielder, that left-hand side is always a liability, bro. Always. It's just whether we get away with it or not. And today we got away with it. But the problem is he continued to do that. And my biggest gripe with this manager is when you see an opportunity to do something and change something, he doesn't. He consistently does the same thing, bro. And it's annoying.
Bro, I hear you, but I don't feel that way this game. I feel like like I said to you, man, it was professional performance. I didn't feel threatened not once from the Fulham side. You're saying it's because them man are poor in front of goal. In my opinion, while I was watching it, apart from Calafiori's defending, it just looked like we defended them properly. The only time I had a scare was that cross that looked like a shot that was going into the bar, into the goal, that Raya had to just pull a mad save on. So that was the literal only time I felt shook. So I'm not going to sit here and just be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. You're right about the first half. Definitely. The first half weren't as prolific as I expected it to be, especially in regards to defending. But yeah, that was rectified in the second half, which I expected. So once that was done, that's fair enough. Like, to me, it's like, if you don't make a change, like the Liverpool game, when he didn't make the change with Moreno, 3 DMs, but then when he did it, when he played against Man City, he saw, oh, this ain't working, so he made the change at half time. So it's like, if you've made the change and we're performing better and we go on to win the game, and then, like you said, in the second half, Fulham did nothing, what am I going to sit here and complain about? Like, we should be beating Fulham. There's no way we should be going to Craven Cottage and be struggling. I'm sorry. That is no way allowed. It's just not happening. Like, we're aiming for a title. So as far as I'm concerned, going to all these teams and brushing them is exactly what we should be doing. If we don't brush them, make sure they don't have a chance, bro. Zero shots on target. I couldn't care less if your striker's got string legs, bro. Like, I couldn't care less. That's got nothing to do with me. Get a better striker. Get a better attack. Like, it's got nothing to do with me. My thing is make sure they don't score. And what have we done over the last 8 games? We've conceded less than 3 goals. Like,
you've changed.
Yeah, but I'm not like. Remember when Trossard scored, right? When Trossard scored, like, when Trossard scored, Fulham opened up. We should have scored more goals. Like, so I'm not really hearing that though, because like you switch, you sub off SA for Marino to play defensive when Fulham started to open up. So you could have actually what you wanted to do, like play Fulham off the park. We didn't do that. We just we subbed off SA for Marino and play a little defensive again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
I suppose.
I suppose. This is the thing, yeah. Big up to the team as well. You know what I'm saying? It's been time.
Big up.
Big up Rashid.
But yeah, man, listen. I don't know, Bailage. The thing is, yeah, what you saying, I understand. You know what I'm saying? It's sustainable for now. But the long run, my bro, I'm sorry, man. You can't be playing this kind of football, bro. Like, you spent this millions, bro. Everybody's looking meaty. Saka, Eze, Gyökeres, Trossard, who else? Declan. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Declan, no. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking meaty. Attacking wise, everyone's looking meaty, bro. Every one of them. But this is the thing, bro. This ain't one game. It's 7, 8 games. The same kind of football from Man United till today, till Fulham. It's the same kind of football, the same type of player, the same style of play. My bro, do you know what? It's on autopilot. This guy Arteta ain't driving. He ain't driving the plane. It's autopilot. You know what it is? You know who's driving? The set piece coach. That's the guy who should be getting 15.6 million. That's the guy. And I'm saying, because I ain't seeing no balance in this team apart from defensive. Do you get me? That's all I'm seeing right now. You get me? If it works, fuck it. If it doesn't, I just want people to come back and say, sorry, our plan didn't work. Let's change it up. Do you know what I'm saying? By changing it up, get this guy at the fucking club, bro.
Rashid, I hear you, but you see. Let me let someone else talk. Man's been rambling on.
Let's come on, man. It's been like this. It's all pilot.
Okay. Village, I need to ask you this here. Yeah. Genuinely, yeah. Based on the way we've played this season, do you think we beat Atleti? Do you think we win a trophy?
Are you asking me a question?
Yeah, like do you think we beat Atleti on Wednesday?
I think we beat Atleti on Wednesday.
Are you sure?
If we don't beat them, we're drawing.
You're confident we don't lose?
You get me?
Bro, look. I'm gonna say it here, and I've said it on my channel. I said it many times. I don't care less. Look, we don't lose games. I don't care what anyone tells me. If you want to take, last season, blah, 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 we drew 14 games. Yes, we drew 14 games with a depleted team and some shady decisions at the start of the season. Okay. The season before, how many games did we lose? The season before, how many games did we lose? We don't lose games. So I'm not going to sit here and be like,
even drawing games is losing. Even when you draw, it's a loss.
I might just explain to you, bro. We 14 games that we drew last season was due to extra reasons. Bro, everyone knew we started the season with less players than we needed. Everyone knew if these players got injured, things would get sticky. The club didn't do nothing about it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, blah, 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 blah. It's a fact. The club didn't do nothing about it. They should have went out in January.
Everybody was rating the window 5.
Who do you blame for that? Okay, who do you blame for that, for the depleted squad?
The Cronkies. It's straight.
Okay, then.
No, the fans. The fans were rating that window. You know, last season, yeah? When we finished the transfer window, summer transfer window, everybody was rating it 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Crazy numbers.
Not me. I went on YouTube then, but not me.
It's like, it's not you, but like it's the majority. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the majority of these fans. They were happy with the transfer window. Why didn't they come out and say, what if Odegaard gets injured? What if Havertz get injured? What if I don't know who gets injured. Do you know what I'm saying? But they didn't. They were happy with the transfer window. And then when players actually got injured, they were shocked. It's always a shock with these Arsenal fans. They're always not ready. They're always surprised that this is happening. You get what I'm trying to say? I don't understand.
Rashid, I hear you, but in my circles, like I said, I went on YouTube then. Bro, I was getting bantered by United fans, telling man, oh, listen, when these men get injured, it's gonna be game over before the season started.
We're still gonna get bantered. We're not gonna win anything.
Bro, I was getting bantered last season because people were telling man, oh, you need more players. You need more players. Don't you think you need more players? I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, bro, of course we need more players. But I'm not the cronkies, am I? The cronkies are the ones who open the checkbook. The cronkies are the ones who should be signing these players, but they're not doing exactly what they should be doing. Exactly, like going out in January and signing players. They didn't do that.
But they didn't talk about the cronkies in the summer. They talked about it in January. You didn't even talk about the cronkies in the summer. You were happy with the preseason. You were going into the preseason happy.
What are you talking? That was the moment where you said. Pardon? You're talking about 2 seasons ago right now. You're not talking about this summer.
Every fucking season, it's a 9 out of 10 window. Every season.
Oh, how is that possible?
With them.
Look. I don't look, bro. Hey, Rashid, I don't echo chamber people. Hey, Rashid, I don't echo chamber people. Yeah, I sit here and I tell you my own opinions, bro. You can go onto my channel, you can check it. Before the season, before the transfer, before the transfer market started, I literally said Arsenal need 8 or 9 signings. I said that on my channel. Right.
Is that last season or this season?
This season.
That doesn't count. We're talking about last season, isn't it?
Oh my days. But you literally just said to me that everyone says every season is a 8 out of 10. I'm explaining to you my point of view.
Hasn't finished.
Bro, I'm not everyone. I can't speak for everyone, bro. I'm not everyone.
What about last season? How much did you rate this transfer window?
This transfer window that just went by. That was an exceptional
last season before that.
That was a terrible transfer window because we left the transfer window needing players. Like, I don't understand. I've said it multiple times.
Hey, listen, Ledge, yeah? Most of these Arsenal fans, I know you don't echo chamber, I get it. You got your own opinions. Okay, whatever. I'm saying most of these fans were happy every season. They rate the window 9, 8 out of 10 every season, my bro. And then when it happens, they're surprised. Now, this season, we've got a bunch of players, but who's really looking good in this team apart from the defenders? Everybody else is looking stagnated or shit.
But you know what I'm saying? Okay, and that's what I was gonna say to you when I was gonna reply before I told AJ to go ahead. That's what maybe this is because of my mindset in regards to winning. What I've seen and what I know with winning is defense wins championships, right? No matter what sport it is, if you defend properly, you're going to be able to win.
Though. You have to have some kind of counter attack.
Exactly.
Okay, but attack wins you games.
Some kind of open play.
It shouldn't be defense wins you games.
Thank you.
Bro, everyone has their own opinion. The saying is out there, isn't it? You can agree and disagree.
Yeah, the saying is attack wins you games, defense wins you leagues. That's the saying. It's not just
defense wins championships. Same thing.
On its own. You can't win it on its own. It's both.
Okay. I agree with that. Yes, sir. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, overall, in my mindset, if you can defend properly and you can defend to an exceptional standard, you're not going to lose games and you're not going to get beaten, which in turn means your attackers should give you a return up front. So I hear what everyone is saying that attack is not looking like, oh, this is the best attack in the world, or we should be doing better. Fair enough. But bro, we don't lose games and teams don't look threatening against us unless it's a Salah and all of these, man. So, fam, like, I'm comfy where I'm at.
Listen, do you know when they said defenses win leagues, yeah? For example, let me give you an example. Inzaghi's defensive-minded coach, correct? But he has a way to play. When he gets the ball, there's a certain type of way. There's the counter attack or catch teams on the transition. Something like that, innit? Yes, sir. But
patterns of playing stuff, I hear it.
The only plan is to defend and set piece. It's worrying. It is very worrying. Now, if it fucking works, I'm stopping watching football. I'm gonna stop watching football because this ain't football. This is rugby. But point is like it's most likely ain't gonna work, Ledge, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most likely because you need. I know the defense we need, but there needs to be a plan. What is the plan? Please, someone tell me. any Arteta in or on the fence or whatever. Tell me what the plan is going forward. What is is it crossing the ball? What is it? What is it?
Hey, you know what, Rashid? I actually somewhat disagree because yes, the defense is important, but the bigger concern is it's the attackers that win you the individual moments. Yes, defense plays a critical role, but attackers, you need, because here's the thing. Let's look at Jose's Chelsea. Yeah, that man had an elite defense, but they also had attackers that you took seriously. They had Drogba, Joe Cole. In the second spell, he had Eden Hazard, Diego Costa, Cesc Fabregas. We're talking serious players.
Yeah, but
when you compare Arsenal's attackers,
Mourinho was counter-attacking football. That was the plan. We kept you on the counter, so we and then we kept you on the counter. We don't counter, bro. Do you know when we get the ball, what we do? We slow it down. Who the fuck defends and then slows down the ball? Who does that? What's the point in defending and then slowing down the ball? What are we gonna do next? Do you know what happens usually? I'm not shouting. I don't know why I'm angry. Point is like it's annoying because it's insulting my intelligence. Do you know what I'm saying? It's insulting. I feel like Arteta's insulting us because he's not explaining himself. Because I'm feeling like he's one of them. Like I said, one of them managers that gives that in reality he's never in the office. It's the team leader that deals with everything. Team leader is what's his name? That's what's happening here, my bro. You get me? Like there's no way you can tell me.
Man's paying people to do his homework for him. I hear it.
Is he crossing the ball, bro? Because you can't cross the ball to Gyökeres. He ain't gonna work. What is it then? We catch them on a counter. We don't do counters. We barely do that. We barely counter. You know what I'm saying? And we only counter in the last 10, 15 minutes.
So how do you expect to counter if everyone's on a low block 90% of the time?
You buy fast players. Hold
on. But Martinelli's 3 goals that he just scored were off a counter. Yeah. And if you heard me,
that was
before
a ball
the season
over the top.
started, I was cussing Martinelli like there was no tomorrow. Yeah. So literally, I don't understand what you want here. If we're gonna face certain teams,
I want you to tell me what the plan is. Not the last 10 minutes.
I'm not Arteta.
Beginning the game.
Okay.
What in fact, how do we attack?
How do we, bro? Look, watch the game. You've seen how we attack. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you how we attack. Bro, it doesn't really matter. What my point is, are we winning the game?
Hairline, he had a U shape. You know I'm joking, my guy.
No, lads, man. I think it's
man, bro.
Like, I'm tired.
Bro, inevitable, man. B-Texty Burkle has to send for me.
Every day.
No,
Don't worry, man.
For real,
You're
bro.
2-0
Like,
down.
we've got a defense. Let's rely on it. That's good, bro. You get me? I really do like what we're doing with the defense. But we need to find some type of way. You know what I'm saying? We need to find ourselves. Like, this guy hasn't found himself yet, which is worrying. It's been 7 years. How do you not have a plan? Do you get me?
I disagree with that. I absolutely. I think this is the year he found himself. Like,
is it,
bro?
What?
I'm speaking into the future. I'm speaking into May.
Found himself like a born again. I hear it.
I'm speaking into May right now. This is the year he found himself. Yeah, it has to be, bro.
You've been hanging out with them. You've been hanging out with catching them, man, for too long. Do you know?
Been on
the fence.
It's like Yellow retired from the nightclub. I hear it.
But
man, he's on the fence.
Bro, like, come on, man. Okay, the
testimonials and all that.
First 45 minutes. What the fuck was that? What was the plan? What the fuck was the plan? That was the plan to give Saka the ball and then just hope. Are we back to that? Yeah. Are we back to that? Because Saka ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest here. You know what I'm saying? You know who balls out on that right wing. Yes or no?
You need to be barred for like a day or two, bro. Because I don't know how you're sitting there and telling me Madueke is better than Saka in your right mind.
Now, yeah.
In your right mind, there is no way you're doing that.
Right now, he said right now.
Bro, there is no right now. No way on earth. No matter what planet, bro. It ain't happening. It's never happening.
That guy had 0 shots on target, first of all. Second of all, he dribbled past one guy. I got off my chair. I was like, oh shit, like a fucking dribble. He beat his man one time and he was on the left. Did you see that? Did you see that one? Where he I think he nutmegged him. Do you man see it or not?
Was that the second young guy?
I saw it.
It was on the left though. It wasn't on the right. It was on the left.
It was on the,
That's what we're telling you.
I don't know if it was
on the left. Huh?
I don't know if it was on the left, Rashid.
No, he wasn't on
I
the
think
left.
he was on the left at that point. I don't know
Nah,
what he was
bro.
doing.
Look, Rashid.
But the point is like, does he create like Madueke? No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Listen, bro. No, he creates way more than Madueke. Don't do this.
What did he create? What did he create?
Bro,
what did he create?
Listen, what you're doing is spreading false rumors, bro. You're spreading false rumors because there's no way you're gonna
he's a better footballer. I'm saying that for right now, Madueke's the better option. Obviously, he's injured, so there's no point in talking about. Then Ethan, someone else needs to play there because it's just not work. What did he create? Tell me what he created. Go on, I dare you. Go on.
He didn't create nothing.
I'm sure you guys can see my face. I am absolutely stunned because I can't believe what I'm hearing from Rashid. I've heard it once or twice, but bro, the way you're going with Vim is ridiculous.
You're insulting Starboy, you know, you can't do that.
No, he didn't create anything.
Hold on. It's not about insulting Starboy, yes, sir. It's not about that, bro. Look. There are certain players that produce effectively, and there's certain players that are just mad erratic, just dribbling, running down the wing and doing absolutely nothing. People are excited by that because they see man dribbling. Look, I understand the eye test, and I understand what it's like for people to be excited because they see someone dribbling and being excited with the ball. Everyone's excited. But listen,
that's what wingers do, man. Them.
No.
Nowadays,
Look,
they brought a different type of wingers.
Rashid, let me finish.
Go on.
And if a winger, right, or football player, however you look at it, whatever position you play, as far as I'm concerned, you have to be effective. Being effective is the most important thing of all. I couldn't care less if you dribble past 50 man every game. If you do nothing, it means absolutely nothing.
Okay, but what do you see as nothing? What do you see as being effective?
What do I see as being effective?
Yeah.
Making sure that the outlet is through you. You ever give us an assist, you ever create a goal, you ever open up the play, you ever create chances. Right,
Rashid, we're back to the GA, and you missed that part because he said the same about Rice.
We're back to the GA.
Hold
on.
GA. Hold on. No.
You said any position.
Yes, sir.
You mean the attacking positions, not just any position.
When you okay, please. Since the birth of football, what do you gauge football players on, especially attackers? My man just sat there talking about don't use GA for CM. Then now he's telling me don't use GA for an attacker.
No, I said DM, not CM.
Oh man,
bro, whatever. It doesn't matter. You told man midfield, don't use.
It does
GA.
matter because it's about attacking. If you your role as an attacking
so now
player
why can't I use GA for the attacker?
No, you can use GA as an attacker, but you can't say that it doesn't mean anything unless he gets me GA.
It does. It means absolutely nothing. I'm sorry.
No, because a player can still perform but not get GA.
Do you know how many goals
what does that mean?
Scored?
You're not effective. You're not doing anything. I'm sorry. This is why I was complaining about Martinelli last season.
But you can be the guy before the guy that assists. So you can be creating stuff and then maybe pass someone who creates.
Person on that team,
pre-assist they call it. Pre-assist. They call it pre-assist.
Doesn't exist.
Let's hear this, yeah?
This is an NBA.
How many goals do you think Saka scored over 6 years? Well, 7 years. How long? How many?
Sorry, repeat that, Rashid. Sorry.
How many goals do you think Saka has scored over 7 years? You like GA, right? All right, cool. Let's play that game.
Bro, what are you talking about? Why is that relevant? Bro, my man has. Let me answer your question. Let me answer your question. My man has 100 GA in 200 Premier League appearances. Tell me how many players that you can list have that.
Bare players.
Bro, name them. Name them. Bro, go on ChatGPT right now and do it. Name.
Don't need to do that. There's bare players that can do that. Point is like,
you need help. I don't mind.
I'll wait. It's good stats. Don't get me wrong. Look.
Man said it's good stats. Man just tried to tell me.
Half of them were corners. Half of them were assists from corners.
This guy being for real.
And half of them was penalties. Like, let's be real here. You want me to talk the truth? You want me to talk truth? You really want me to go there? Like, come on, man. Saka's a good guy. I don't want to go, do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go 100 on him. Like, I don't want to.
He's a good guy,
Go
but that don't
100
mean
on
anything
him,
for
bro.
us, Rashid.
Go 100
Remember,
on
he's not
him,
marrying our
Rashid.
sisters.
Bro, 40 of them were set pieces. Is man mad? Like, on the
Okay.
pitch today.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? Let's not talk about the past. Right now, today, what did he do?
Oh my days. So why have you shifted the conversation to someone who didn't really perform today? Just to back up your point.
Okay, last game before. Go on. Game before.
Bro, this guy is the most effective player in Arsenal Football Club.
No, he's not. Declan Rice is.
Nah.
That's the most
What
effective
the
player.
fuck?
Declan Rice, yeah. He's the one that's doing all the defending. And then the set pieces really, you can't really say any players like Gabriel and Declan Rice. They're the two players that are effective. Go on. Let's play that game. Raya, Saliba, Timber. Them the players. The others, what are they doing? What has Saka done recently? What has he done? You know, since he scored that header against Fulham last season, barely touched the ball. Sorry, not barely touched the ball. Barely created nothing, bro. Created absolutely fuck all, bro. On the left, cross the ball. On the left, cross the ball. On the left, come on, bro. What are we doing here? You as a winger, I need you to be creative. You're Saka. You're getting 250k a week. You're star boy, right? You are going to get he gets doubled up on. You have to get doubled up on. You're a star. That's the whole point. I don't understand what's going on. Lamine Yamal gets doubled up on all the time. Still creates.
Yeah, but why is he GA though?
Please, let's not use the doubled up on. Let's be honest. Madueke was doing his thing. Let's be real. Come on. He was doing his thing.
Madueke did nothing, bro. Madueke did nothing. I'm
I saw
sorry.
you
I'm going to
Madueke when he was there, when he was doing this.
Madueke hate is the illness.
Bro, man are sitting here talking about Madueke hate. Saka hate is delusional.
Let me just clear something because they think that I'm disrespecting. I'm not disrespecting Saka. Yo, fuck. You know, if you talk about Saka, man, how dare you, bro? The thing is that I'm just saying right now, nothing is coming from him. You know what I'm saying? No matter, we can't see nothing. That's my point. I'm not saying Saka shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody say I actually rate Saka more than you lot. Because I'm putting a lot of responsibility on him. I want you to get me that 15 goals a season. I want you to get me that 10, 15 assists. I want you to be you're the second best right wing in the world, right? Or the Premier League. Second best right wing.
In the Prem.
Where's the numbers? Where's the numbers? Where's the output? Where is it?
Who's better than him?
What
apart from Salah, who's better than him?
Esteval.
Hey, yo, yeah, hey.
Hey, listen, he's a better footballer. You'll see. Don't worry, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll see.
Hey, give him a few seasons, bro. Like not
the name.
Catch up.
But anyway, I got a cut, man. Then love to and respect to every one of you.
Big up Rashid every time, man.
I don't know who you've been hanging out with. You need to hang out with me more. You know what I'm saying? We need,
bro. Listen, nah, man. I'll cleanse your mind, bro. I'm sorry. Pause. Big pause.
Big up, man. Macy, my tribal chief. Salute to you.
Salute to you too. I can hear you, Rashid, my bro. We are the Roman Reigns and the J. So yeah.
Tell him.
He's gonna go there.
Yeah.
Hey, big up Devante, North, of course, and see you guys later. I think Hooks is backstage. I think North's not here. You know what I'm saying? So me in the chat got shook. Allow it if you're killing me. You know what, Hooks? Yeah, I swear to God, I want to stay. I want to stay and have this conversation with you about Saka. Yeah, not just you, bro. I said it everywhere, but I'm saying I want it to spread like wildfire, you know what I'm saying? But I want to, but I can't, bro. I need to go. I told them that I'm on the train and I'm here. Do you know what I'm saying? They're gonna check on the internet. They're gonna be like, "What?" So yeah, in a bit, man. In a bit, Hooks.
Yo, big up, man. Big up. Listen, I got some personal stuff I need to resolve. So big up to everyone that's locked in, and big up to the whole team. Big up to Bayledge. Big up to Macy, Yasser, and Devante. We're gonna redirect to Shane Northside Raid on the way in, and we're out, familia. Love, love, love.